These are time rappers got caught in shootings on IG Live. Let's go! Let's talk about the rapper Snapdog, a Detroit rapper whose music videos and history with guns made him popular. During one of his music video shoots, police had to arrest him and his crew because he shot 4 bullets into the air for his video. But that's not the story for today. In one of his other IG Lives, where he was talking to his fans, someone on the street shouted, "Boo, Snapdog!" To which he responded, "We don't play out here with nobody." I'm Snap. What's happening?
You know how we coming. I ain't gonna do shit. We gonna do shit. Period. Who this?
He dropped the phone and started firing at his ops. There was no ulterior motive behind the shooting and no report of anybody getting hurt. Snapdog reacted because the ops booed him and he wasn't taking any of their disrespect. Could the situation have been handled in a different way? Definitely. But this situation eventually made the rapper even more popular and he went viral afterwards. He did admit things got out of hand and he didn't like the fact that cops were monitoring him closely. Since then, he's been laying low and avoiding any trouble that comes his way. Speaking of trouble, the next rapper on this list is one who has constantly been a menace to cops, even at the young age of 10. If you don't already know who we talking about, let me be the first to introduce you to Honeycom Brazy. Yo, Honeycom Brazy is more popular among cartel and kingpins than he is among hip-hop fans. This dude was so notorious on the streets that a man related to a cartel set his grandparents' house on fire.
We begin with breaking news this afternoon. The grandparents of a local rapper shot and killed, then their home set on fire. The grim details just revealed by emotional family members at the scene.
He went on IG Live to talk about the situation and said he was not going to leave Mobile, the town his grandparents lived in.
I ain't leaving. I'm not leaving. Like, I'm not.
We love you in Dallas.
I'm not leaving.
Come kick with the game.
I can't leave the city right now. I can't leave the city right now.
Sometime in 2016, he killed his childhood friend Stink for whatever the reason. Honeycomb was at Stink's girlfriend's house, and Stink caught him there. The rapper tried to brush it off by saying he was just there to sell some weed, but his friend wasn't having that, so a fight broke out. Honeycomb shot him dead. The rapper was able to leave prison after winning the murder case, but he became a target on the streets. Stink was beloved in Mobile, and his crew wasn't gonna let things go easily. So Honeycomb was shot multiple times by his ops. But the worst happened to him in 2020. He was outside a barbershop buying a Kobe Bryant jersey and showing it on IG Live to his fans. In a split, ops started shooting at him and his crew. His camera went blank as more shots were fired in the background.
Hey, we're giving away a Lakers Kobe Bryant jersey to the realest big in the game.
Yeah, man, I bought a jersey. That bitch was too big.
I
bought a jersey. It was too big.
Autograph Honeycomb Kobe Bryant jersey to the realest size.
Yeah, man, it was too big, so I had to buy another one.
Some days after the shootout, the rapper posted surveillance footage of the shooting. His crew ducked at the side of the car and rushed into the back seat to get their guns and shoot back. Honeycomb wasn't hurt from the shootout, and neither was his crew. He went on Facebook Live and just laughed about the whole situation.
I'm in the middle of the street on this.
You got what you say, Byron? If my little brother got cancer.
If Honeycomb's case wasn't bad enough, wait till you hear about Spider D. Since drill was introduced to Chicago in 2010, gangs have been naturally coming up to claim a spot in the genre. One of those gangs is the Black Disciples, which rappers like Chief Keef and Lil Durk represent. Spider D is also a member of this gang, but BD has always had beef with their rival gang, the Gangsta Disciples, since the 90s. The rapper was on IG Live promoting his new song, which he made in response to the Gangsta Disciples. He said they were always making diss tracks, and his crew urged him to release a response because no one else among them could rap. He then changed the topic to his ops and undid the zipper on his jacket to prove to them that he wasn't wearing a bulletproof vest. It simply meant he wanted them to test him and see what's gonna happen.
Get real wild on BD. Hot as hell. No shirt on under this on BD.
I'm not worried about it.
They know, hey, you know what they say about them
with the hoodie on in the summertime on BD. He ain't out here trying to play. BD in.
As he continued to talk, some of his ops actually did pull up and started shooting at him. He ducked and ran as the video became blurry, but he held his own gun even as he ran. He was alive and well after the shootout, but it proved that everything could be fine 1 minute, and the next, you on the floor thinking about how to survive. Rumors had it that there was a rapper G-Ski in a rival group who died, and Spider D dissed him in one of his tracks. It was after releasing that song that he got shot on IG Live. While there may be no connection between the incidents, it's not harmful to keep our minds open to the possibility. Some rappers are lucky enough to survive getting shot at, but a lot end up losing their lives in front of their fans. One of the unfortunate cases in this list is India Red Boy. India Red Boy used to be a member of IFG, and while on IG Live with his friend Capone, he got shot at and died. Before his death, his crew IFG and Nipsey's Hussle Rolling 60s had a clash. You see, the Rolling 60s went to the memorial of an IFG member and killed the candles. When Capone heard about this, he spray painted Nipsey Hussle's mural and put his name on it so the rapper could find him. Cowboy, Nipsey's friend, said that it was too disrespectful and sent a warning to Capone.
Capone, huh? Capone. Yeah. Wall banging Capone, okay.
Now, anyone would have expected Capone to back down, but he instead doubled down on the disrespect. It further triggered the Rolling 60s, and Cowboy responded by saying Capone should be careful before they do some dumb shit to him. At this point, the other IFG members, including India Red Boy, backed Capone. So during an IG Live, some ops shot at India Red Boy as he sat in a parked car in Hawthorne, Los Angeles. Capone asked where he was, and he managed to let out the word Hawthorne before giving up the ghost. But the thing about Red Boy's case was that rumors suggested maybe his death wasn't related to Nipsey Hussle's mural. Before India Red Boy joined IFG, he used to be a member of Hollywood Pyro in Compton before leaving the gang and moving to a new city. He left the gang on a bad note, leading to killing him. But check it out. There's always two sides to a story. And whichever is true, just RIP Indian Red Boy. Subscribe quickly though, if you're enjoying this video. The next rapper on this list is Duce, a Memphis rapper. And if there's anything to know about rappers from this city, it's that they threaten their ops a lot. It would show no respect in a new city. The rapper was on IG Live when he said people living in Pepper Tree apartment should come test him because he was in their hood. As he continued talking, shots started going off in the background, and he ran to hide himself.
We ain't on none of that bullshit, none of that Hollywood shit.
The rapper then made a video some hours later and then posted it on his social media. He assured his fans that he was fine, and he asked his ops to step up their game, because it was light work. But unfortunately, in the hood, gang members are always running into each other, and that was likely what happened to Duke. The rapper was in Pepper Tree and threatening his ops there, so they showed up to remind him not to mess with him. Afterwards, his ops went on social media to mock him because he was in their city and didn't show them respect. Listen, when you in the rap game, no matter what age you are, you have to be extra careful while moving around, especially when you flash guns and claim gang life in public. PSO Emmett was a 16-year-old rapper from Memphis who was popular in his community and had thousands of views on his music videos. So one day, he and his cousin were on their way to a friend's funeral when his cousin went live. He was rattling, talking out the side of his mouth about how they'd never been shot at or tried by any ops, and he wanted to see the worst they could do.
Niggas ain't never been on good. I ain't been on shit. I ain't never sent the slings out our way. On God. On God. Niggas just talk.
At the end of the live video, he saw firsthand the worst they could do because a man stepped out of a car and shot at them, hitting both the rapper and his cousin. His cousin was rushed to the hospital, but PSO Emmett died on the spot. The rapper's mom, while talking to a local news reporter, said that her son was a nice kid who worked at Wendy's. and never got into trouble with anybody. People who knew him also said the same thing. So he wasn't in any beef with anybody.
He was a baby, 16, full of life. He enjoyed himself. The best kid you ever want to be around, full of everything you want to see.
Shortly after, a 22-year-old man named David Lee was arrested in connection with the shooting and charged with first-degree murder. Another boy, Ronnie Lee, was also arrested in connection with the case. The final rapper on this list is Bugatti Casino. And not only was he shot, he was also robbed, and everything was caught on IG Live. Casino pretty much grew up on the streets, as he was one of 11 siblings, and all his brothers were gangsters. He got into his first police chase when he was just 9 years old and served time in juvie at 10. The routine for him was to spend time in prison for a while and 1 week on the streets before getting locked up again. After losing his mother at 13, he had to learn how to survive on his own, and things weren't going well for him. As he got older, he decided to leave the gang life alone. But with his criminal history, there was no way to get a decent job. So he had one option: rap. As he started building his rap career, he still had 1 foot in the thug life. But he saw that wasn't going to take him far. So he channeled all his energy towards his music. But just because you decided to change your life doesn't mean your ops will respect that. Bugatti was in a car and on IG Live when a man walked up to him. They got to talking, and he told the rapper that he heard he was the hottest B in town. And the rapper asked the guy where he was from, getting uncomfortable with the situation. The rapper asked his homie to hop in the car and was getting ready to drive off when the guy at the window put his hand inside, showing he had a gun, and asking where they were going.
Oh, yeah. Well, what's up there? I'm trying to get a feature. You the hottest thing in town, B. Where you from, fam? I'm from hip-hop. You from here?
The rapper fought for the gun and his phone fell. Soon after, shots started going off and the live ended. Casino never came out to address the issue and simply released a music video afterwards, which showed that he wasn't hurt.